Hello. This is really a impromptu video for the Dynamic Digi channel on digital marketing tips, points, and other related items for anybody, not just digital marketing practitioners in Trinidad and Tobago, but basically anywhere. I want to start this point because, well, it's just some points I've been thinking of off the top of my head. Obviously, there are many arms to a good digital strategy. Your website, social media, good search engine optimization. You need to have good analytics. You need to define good metrics, and a host of other things, of course. What I want to touch on, though, really is what this really should be, in my opinion at least, the critical starting point of any good digital strategy. Not so much starting point, but the critical foundation. And in my opinion, this is one's website. Yes, of course, it's good to have social media. It's good to use SEO. It's good to have a good email marketing platform or strategy. It's also good to have good content. As the saying goes, and it's not a cliche, it's a fact in my opinion, content is king, because the quality of your content is paramount. If you have bad web copy or bad white papers, or the pictures you use are bad, then people will be turned off your products and turned off your organization. So the quality of your content, especially when you're marketing online or marketing digitally, frankly is king, because that's chief in how you express your product and your organization's value, which is essentially what is a major part of the purpose of marketing. So going back to the central point, websites, I would say, are critical because there's only so much content and so much face, for want of a term, so to speak, that one can convey via social media. There's only so much you can convey via an email list, or via, not at all really, by search engine optimization, since that is not directed to the consumer per se. With a website, you can express more fully your brand. Not just in terms of your logo, but the tone of the brand. You can use a better mix of pictures and text to itemize documentation that you need to give to consumers, or consumers would find useful, such as could be technical documentation, could be white papers, it could be testimonials from customers, or from it could be even awards from the government, or awards from industry bodies. It could be pictures of one's latest events or of staff. Yes, you can have Instagram or perhaps Pinterest for this, but then Instagram only allows for pictures, it doesn't allow for a more comprehensive, detailed mix of pictures, video and text, because that is more or less the purpose of the World Wide Web. The purpose of the web essentially is a holistic information sharing, much more than, I was going to say social media, but obviously social media runs on the web, but much more than specifically say a traditional Facebook page or Twitter account, which are more for rapid communication, but more of one's classic website, which more mixes text and video, then I think that's far suited. Plus, because the web exists largely for information sharing, it is a mass global library, then people are going to want to see, what is your presence like online? How do you translate articulate your brand offering online. And really, website, it really is a one-stop shop, because that's the first place people will go to, and therefore it has to be top-notch in all regards, not just to the aesthetics, which naturally are important, but to, well, again, I'm going to use that C word, so to speak, the content. How detailed is it? How does it match customer expectations? How does it align to your goals as an organization? And the website, I believe, is the best means to do that in a more holistic sense. For example, let's take the website of, let's say, Coca-Cola, and compare it to, say, their Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube pages. You can probably go now and check out all four, even their Instagram. I presume they may have one, so that'll be all five. You would see on their website that it contains more comprehensive info, more comprehensive pictorial info. On their Facebook and Twitter pages and their Instagram, you would see information, of course, but in a more condensed form, because this better suits those formats. On their Twitter, Facebook, they're interacting with customers, obviously globally, around the world, and they're giving more succinct information. On their website, of course, they'll have things such as investor relations, of course, because they're a public company and a global company. Maybe things on corporate social responsibility. Maybe things also on how to subscribe to become, one of their licensed manufacturers. These are things that are difficult to convey on social media. You can show links, but ultimately the link will go back to their website, because social media really is not, I don't say it's not appropriate for that format. In my opinion, it's not really, because there's only so much information you can contain in those media. I apologize for the music. Hang on. So then, should be a bit quieter now. So that's basically why I believe in any digital strategy. It doesn't matter where it's from, a B2B firm, B2C firm, it could be a not-for-profit, a charity, a for-profit, it could be across industries, from oil and gas to healthcare, to food retailing, to clothes retailing, clothes manufacturing, food manufacturing, agriculture, sports, doesn't matter industry or type. I think a website has to be critical, and once the website's in order, then everything else can and most likely should follow from that. So thanks very much. It's just an impromptu video, but I hope this has been okay, and if you have any comments, well, you can follow the links, and Dynamic Digi is on Facebook and Twitter and on YouTube, and there's a blog on WordPress. Okay, thank you very much, and wherever you're watching or listening to this, enjoy the rest of your weekend.